What is online retail doing to a brick and mortar retailer? I think online retail is just reflecting to a brick and mortar consumer, a brick and mortar retailer, that there is a much larger opportunity in this country. Right? What online is able to do is bring in a much larger assortment today, and it's a faster decision-making process that is happening. It's a much faster to go to market. That is what they're able to create. Now, for brick and mortar, when you have a very wide distribution, there are, of course, limitations which are coming in. But with technology the way it is evolving and with supply chain the way it's evolving, I think today a brick and mortar retailer has an equal opportunity to be in the same space, also continue to use his existing infrastructure to deliver a much larger assortment to the consumer. And that's what I think, most parts of the world you have seen it. I think online really came in the, the early 90s, 94, 96 onwards, and it's been moving on. And most brick and mortar retailers really catched on to it in something like after 2006. And as things have evolved, you see a very large omni-channel kind of an enterprise that has been created. And most of the brick and mortar retailers across the globe have been able to generate a good amount of sales and are currently growing at faster rate compared to the e-commerce, pure e-commerce players alone. In fact, some of the e-commerce players overseas are trying to create some environment which allows them to have certain physical presence in kind of delivery points, collection points, or even an ordering point in some parts of the world. And there are different things that they are also trying to do. But I think the big difference that is created for the brick and mortar retailers, very, very good examples of how people have used technology to just increase the canvas of products that they are able to offer today. The kind of barriers that get removed. When I had to take a buying decision today, everything in life was about, say, okay, I have to buy for 180 stores. Even if you said that you're going to do a limited assortment, it was still about 50 stores as a limited assortment. The quantity buys, etc., may not necessarily fit into the return on inventory model that you were working on. But with this, with the technology platform, you are able to take a decision which could be restricted to a limited quantity, still be in a position to offer it not only across to all the 180 stores that I operate, but also still have a presence on the online space, use my existing infrastructure to ultimately deliver back to the customer, and have my existing infrastructure as a contact point for the customer.
And also you don't have the issue saying I have limited space, so I have to work with a limited assortment. Actually,